In the town of Greendale, where it always feels like Halloween, there lived a girl who was half witch, half mortal, who, on her 16th birthday, would have to choose between two worlds, the witch world of her family and the human world of her friends. Happy birthday, sweet 16. And that girl is me.
Perfect time for Halloween, the streaming service sinking its teeth, or its fangs, I guess, in this case, into a classic, Sabrina. This is a show that is just so part of the hearts of so many people.
Were you a fan of the sitcom or the comics?
Yes, the 90s.
Okay.
Come on.
You kind of need to forget a lot of that, because this is a modern, ghoulish, I would say even bloody, revamp, remake, reimagining. It's called The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, and we have Sabrina. There she is in Greendale. This comes from the Riverdale folks, so just like Riverdale, it takes that wholesome image and then it pushes it and twists it and turns it. So here we are with the Spellman, Sabrina, the half-witch, half-mortal teenager, her aunts, Zelda and Hilda. She also has a warlock who's under house arrest, who lives in the basement, who works in the mortuary, as you do. Now, Greendale, it's the kind of place where every day is Halloween, like set designed by the Addams family, very spooky place. As you can see, Sabrina's a normal kid. She goes to high school, trying to start a book club, but the problem is her dark baptism is coming. On Halloween, she's supposed to sign her name in the Dark Lord's book in blood, and, well, the good news, she'll get witch powers. Bad news, she has to leave all her friends forever. Now, you know, those teenagers, you can never get them to commit. So here's Sabrina, and she has some other ideas.
I was wondering if we could maybe, possibly, postpone my baptism a little bit.
Postpone it? Oh, dear. Sabrina, you cannot postpone your 16th birthday, especially not when it falls on the eclipsing of a blood moon, which only occurs once every 66 years. If it's just about a club deal.
It's not, Aunt Hilda. There's also the Harvey of it all.
Her aunties are so much fun. You got Lucy Davis and Miranda Oda as Zelda and Hilda. But the Harvey is, of course, the boyfriend. Harvey is a bit of a doofus, but he's a pretty doofus. So, of course, she's a little torn.
It works. Yeah. So I and other fans of the 90s sitcom version of Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, we might not be ready for this new version, but you know, it's so dark from what we can tell. I mean, is there a chill factor in this?
There is a chill factor, there's a ghoul factor, there is a gore factor. It really is pushing things, and so as much as you might bring that sentimental connection and affection, I do want you to know what you're getting into. I mean, it's interesting because on the surface, it's kind of like a cross between Harry Potter meets Vampire Slayer, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Strong female role, she's fighting to save her friends, there's questions about what happened to her parents, they died in an accident, so there's a whole big mystery to solve, and that's interesting, but it does go some interesting places. And look, she's spurned Satan. That's not going to go over very well, so there are some heavy things happening. Kieran Shipka is the lead actress who plays Sabrina, and just like the Riverdale kids, she has this wholesome quality. Like, she looks like she could be in Leave It to Beaver, but she can also get very dark and very mischievous. Another interesting thing about this, the politics are very progressive. So these kids talk about fighting the patriarchy and intersectionality, which does sometimes, I think, clash with the Norman Rockwell vibe they're going for. But I'm 5 episodes in. I'm having a lot of fun. First 2 are great, which leads to an interesting choice. And number 4, which concerns a sleep demon and some really frightening mind games, that's when this one really takes off. So I'm giving it 3.5 stars out of 5.